Hello, my beautiful friends from around the world. I'm Carolee, and here I help to bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges and greatest joys. What is going on with my collective right now, Spirit? What can I tell you? I didn't channel any messages ahead of time. I just let's get into it. Let's see what message does Spirit have for you today, for the collective. And this message, what can I channel for you guys? Whoa. I'm hearing heaviness, or like a big pile of cards flew down with the Four of Inspiration at the bottom, Three of Emotions, because I was seeing community, and the Devil is underneath of that. There's like this heaviness, this fear, this challenges that need to be overcome. Nine of Materials, Ace of Voices, news of something, an offer coming in. So we have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Voices, and the Knight of Emotions underneath of that, and the Nine of Voices underneath of that. So Knight of Cups, Nine of Voices. Ugh, I'm bubbling over my words today. There's news about something coming in, an offer coming in, a breakthrough coming in, something that you've been really stressed out about, something that you've been losing sleep over, something that you've been having nightmares about, something that you've been really stressing out over. Muse of Wands in reverse and the World card in reverse. Could be some sort of communication coming in. A new beginning with the World in reverse. Or something that was at a distance, that was really far off before, is now a lot closer than it appears. They're showing me, you know, when your car, when you're driving, that your rear view mirrors and the side mirrors, you know, that it says on them like things, objects in mirror are closer than they appear, or whatever. So I think it's something like that. It's something, Eight of Inspiration right now at the bottom of the deck. I have to see. There's something that's like a lot closer than you think it is. Some sort of conversation that's been delayed. It could be a conversation with a person, because I have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck right here, but we have the Knight of Voices and the Hanged Man. So this could be a conversation that you've been waiting on having, or something that was delayed, some sort of confirmation, or some sort of conversation, or some sort of news that you've been waiting for has been delayed, and a new cycle is about to begin with this person, or with this situation. What's the Nine of Pentacles here? Ace of Inspiration, Ace of Emotions, and the Queen of Cups. Oh. Wow. There's an offer coming in for you. It's going to almost knock you off your feet. It's almost like you're expecting it, but not expecting it. You know, when you are expecting something and you want something to happen, and then you try to psych yourself out by saying, no, it's not going to happen, because you don't want to expect it. You don't want to anticipate it. You don't want to get excited about it because you don't want to be disappointed. That's your energy right now. It's almost as if you don't want to get too excited about this thing that you want really badly. You don't want to be excited about it. You're expecting it. You know that it's kind of there. You intuitively can pick up on something, on somebody wanting to tell you something, or something coming into your life. But you almost don't want to get excited about it because you don't want to be disappointed. But it's coming. With the Ace of Inspiration, 444 on the timer. You're protected. This whole situation is protected. The angels are guiding this thing into fruition, in towards you. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry about. And yet you're kind of like worried about it because it hasn't happened yet. And you're like, why hasn't it happened yet? Because I know that it's happening. It's like when you're manifesting this thing. It could be a person for some, a romantic situation, somebody coming into your life, or somebody coming back into your life. It could be an offer of some kind, and another type of an offer, because we have the Knight of Cups here as well, like news of an offer coming in. The reason I'm thinking it's more love-based, because we have the Knight of Emotions, the Knight of Cups, and then the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like it's a love situation. It's a person. And we have the Muse of Inspiration that came in reverse. So I think it's somebody who wasn't serious in the past. It's like a cycle beginning with somebody. Again, it's like a new cycle being rebirthed with somebody who really didn't treat you very fairly in the past. Somebody who was very manipulative. Somebody who lied to you. Somebody who, you know, left you for somebody else maybe, or left you for another situation or whatever. They just weren't very serious. And they were, I'm hearing very shady, right? And I don't know if they had that intention to be that way. It's just that they weren't showing up as their authentic selves with the Muse of Inspiration in reverse. They were showing up in the past as somebody who they thought that they needed to be. Maybe very condescending, maybe very selfish. Maybe they told you that they really needed to focus on themselves and they had to be selfish, and that you felt as if you didn't matter, your needs didn't matter. They kind of left you in the cold, left you hanging kind of energy. But it's not that there aren't any emotions here for you. It's not that they didn't love you or don't care about you. It's just that at the time, they felt like they needed to focus on themselves. They felt like they needed to be selfish. They felt like they were almost self-righteous about it, you know? And they didn't see anything wrong with it. They were like, well, I just got to do me, and that's all I got to focus on. And maybe that's all that they could focus on at that time because of other things that were going on in their lives. But it's like a new cycle with this person is being reborn, or this person wants to start a new cycle with you, but they haven't communicated that to you yet, and you've been waiting for it, almost anticipating it, but afraid of it, sure but not sure, you know. That's kind of your energy. Queen of Emotions, Ace of Cups. And so we have, like, yeah, this person, this conversation has been delayed. There's like a conversation or communication or something that they want to say. It's been delayed, or they've been paused. Sorry. Or they've been thinking about the best way to come forward, to communicate with you. And they don't really know what to say. And this could be their energy too, like anticipating, wanting to start something again, but not really sure, right? Wanting to say something to you. It's almost as if they did move on with somebody else, because we have the King of Inspiration in reverse. This is somebody who is kind of a player, and has no qualms about it. Somebody who is not very serious. Somebody who likes to play the field. Somebody who likes to have a lot of options. And it's not that they like to have, you know, too many. They like the idea of having options. They like the idea of other people fawning over them. They like the get. But when it comes to actually having something and sustaining it or maintaining it, they're not able to do that. They're very impulsive, and like they get distracted very easily. This is like an adult, because it's a king, like who's like ADHD or ADD. Like they just have a really hard time focusing. They have the potential of being very charismatic and a leader, and you know, very connected, warm, and energizing, right? But in the reverse, they can alienate themselves and other people. Can be very forceful. Like we said, manipulative, and, you know, it's not always with intention. But if they did go and find somebody else, or told you that they were like moving on, or they had moved on, and like they didn't acted like as if they didn't care about you, that's a lie. Like they care about you way more than you know, and way more than they were willing to let on at the time. But it's almost as if they want to like reignite something, but they don't know how to do that. They want to tell you with the Nine of Pentacles that like you are their Nine of Pentacles, you are their wish fulfillment. They've wished for you, they've prayed for you, they've like that you are like this prize to be won almost. It could also be that they want to come in with an offer to tell you that they're single now, or that they never actually were with anybody else, or they didn't actually find what they were looking for when they left you behind. Like, I don't know, it depends. Depends on the situation, what was going on here. Tower, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They wanted fresh start with you, and it's going to come in like a ball of lightning. The Fool, oh my God. So then the Fool, it's Tower, the Fool, a new beginning, a fresh start. They want to completely, it's almost as if they want to show up at your door and say, can we just start over, as if we've never met each other before, because they realize, they recognize that who they were showing up as in the past was not their authentic selves. They weren't showing you the best version of themselves, and they want to start that again, but they don't know how to communicate that with you with the Eight of Swords. So a lot of anxiety going on here. Ace of Swords. Again, that's the second time. And the Ten of Swords. They're worried. They're worried that they're going to come in and tell you all this stuff and ask for a fresh start and open up to you and tell you how much you mean to them, how much they miss you. They're feeling very nostalgic about you with the Six of Cups, Page of Cups here. But they're worried that you've moved on. It's like they told you that they didn't want anything serious with the Knight, or with the Muse of Inspiration, or the King of Wands. They told you that they didn't want anything serious, that they moved on, or you know, they weren't ready to settle down. And that's what they had told you in the past. And now that they have realized how much they love you and care about you and want to move forward with you and want to offer you this cup of love and want to have this fresh start with you, as if you guys have never, you know, had anything in the past before. They just want like a blank slate, I'm seeing. They're worried that you've moved on. They're worried that you have somebody else. They're worried that you're not going to want to hear what they have to say. They're worried that they're not enough. Like they're all in this illusion. It's almost like that situation of how, you know, when somebody else is doing something, like somebody else is a cheater, or cheater, I don't want to say those words, when somebody else is non-committal, then that's what they see around them. That's what they believe. So it's like they think that you're like that. They think that you're playing the field. They think that you're not serious. They think that you don't want commitment. But this is all an illusion. Like, it's all in their head. So they're getting stuck in their head, and they're not coming forward to communicate with you. They're stuck with the Hanged Man here, feeling all these feelings, really wanting to communicate, wanting to bring you this offer, wanting to clarify something maybe, wanting to have this breakthrough in communication with you, wanting this fresh start, wanting to start over, the World in reverse, but feeling as though you won't accept what they have to say. 1313 was just on the timer. Feeling as though there's no coming back from where you're at or what happened in the past. But they want to commit. They're single. They've been single for a while. Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit. They've been doing a lot of self-reflection, healing, aligning, discovering who they are, why they do the things that they do, with the High Priestess under that, the Hermit. They realize something about themselves. They realize something about you with the Nine of Pentacles here. They realize what they want in life. They realize how they want to show up in life. They realize, you know, where they went wrong, like so many realizations they've had in the last little while. 1414 was just on the timer, and they know with the Knight of Pentacles here, they want to commit to you long term. With the Ten of Pentacles. They see you as somebody who's very elevated, somebody who's very valuable, and they're sorry that they didn't treat you that way in the past. They're trying to manifest a new beginning with you to bring balance to the situation. Yeah, and they want to tell you how much you mean to them. We have the 8, we have the Strength card, Page of Swords, 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they feel like they lost a good thing. They feel like they lost something really special. They want to tell you all of that. They want to tell you how strong you are, how resilient you are, how much they respect you, and how sad they are that they lost you. How sad they are that at how things unfolded, at you know, the half-truths and misdirection and not being completely upfront and honest with you. You know, whatever they lied to you about, they're sorry. I'm hearing you guys say, well, I've heard that before. Like, yeah, I know they're sorry. I think that you value yourself. You know, you really had to, this situation taught you how to value yourself or how valuable you actually are. Whether you realize that or not, like they see you as very valuable. Oh, I mixed up the decks. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's silly. Okay, what else can I tell you guys about this situation? Angel of Strength. You are so strong and resilient. You've weathered so many storms. You're very intuitive. You're very aligned with yourself. You've done a lot of healing work on yourself. Everybody can see that. This person can see that. You're not the person you used to be. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'll just tell you this, because this is the same message that keeps coming out. They want to take action towards you. They love you. Like there's so much, they have so much love for you, and they want to take action towards you. They want to chase you. You're driving them crazy, I'm seeing. Like you are like driving them crazy energetically. They just don't know what to do, right? Because there's all this animosity because they lied to you in the past, because they hurt you, because they were non-committal, they weren't serious, they wanted to play the field, they wanted to be selfish and take care of their, you know, their own stuff, whatever that is for them, right? They see you as somebody who's very strong and powerful and resilient, and you can overcome so many things. I'm hearing jealous, almost like they're kind of jealous a little bit about your ability to overcome challenges so easily and effortlessly. At least it looks effortless on the surface. We all know that it's not, but it's not that you hide it well, you carry yourself so well. You're very poised, they're showing me. But they're stuck, the garden and the gate, like they're stuck in this perceived land, wherever they are, right? They're stuck behind this gate. There's all these hostilities around them and in their lives, or the things that they created. Like they're afraid of the hostility that they created with you, all tied up, right? Like and then anxiety. They're all tied up with their fears, their worries, their anxiety about how you're going to perceive them, what you're going to say to them when they come forward. They really do want to come forward, but they don't know how. You know, and you kind of make them nervous. So you make them really nervous. All right. What else? Oh, don't fall. Okay. Well, that's not your problem though. not to be a major B about it, but like, so what's next then? Like, what do you do while you're kind of waiting for them to muster up the courage to come and communicate with you and apologize and like tell you what their intentions are? But they have a hard time communicating their feelings. It's like they feel, it's like they feel so much love for you, but they don't know how to express it. They don't know how to say it, even like what words to use. Like they feel it, and I get this energy like they even have a hard time identifying their own emotions. They don't understand love, and so when you were in their life before, even though there was this love and you could feel it, they didn't understand what love was, and so it triggered them. It was more triggering than healing, even though you were triggering a healing segment in their life. What was going on between the two of you, you triggered that in them, but what it felt like was fear and pain and animosity. It wasn't until there was a divide between you that they started to actually move forward with the healing work that needed to be done in order to meet you at your level. But they didn't know what love was. They didn't know what it was that they were feeling for you at that time. They had no idea. It hurt more than it was felt good, and that's because of their own traumas from the past. Any person who's going to show up in a King of Wands in reverse energy, someone who's non-committal, who's self-righteous, who's, you know, condescending and mean and kind of like, well, impulsive and can't sit still and can't focus. They have a significant history of pain and suffering and being hurt by other people. You know, narcissists aren't just born that way. They've experienced a lot of pain and hurt from, you know, very important people in their lives, primary caregivers when they were young, community, teachers, friends, old partners, that turn them into this like very cold-hearted separatist, I'm hearing. You know, somebody who doesn't feel like they can trust others, and so they have this attachment, this insecure attachment style, like avoidant attachment. They avoid intimacy rather than go towards it. And so you triggered this like reactive, this avoidance reaction. So they wanted to avoid you because they actually really did love you and really felt that connection with you, and that actually made them want to run away. And it's not that they don't have feelings for you and didn't have feelings for you. It's just that you triggered this inner wound within them, or what the two of you were going through at that time. So that's something that they need to go through, though. They need to heal and elevate and get strong through these experiences, through this contrast with you. Have they? I think that they have. Do they know how to communicate with you about that? Absolutely not. Not yet, not now. But I'm seeing it's not your job to overcome those fears for them. You know, you don't have to wait for them, but it's also not your job to help them overcome that, especially if you're kind of like waiting for communication from them. Don't take the initiative to like go and communicate first, because you can feel, because you're so intuitive, right? Like you can feel that they're struggling with communicating with you. But if you go in there and try to like save them from themselves, from this difficult moment in their lives, that's not going to help them grow. They have to do that. They have to learn this lesson, and how to be humble, and how to come forward, and how to communicate their feelings, and how to wear their heart on their sleeve. Like they have to learn those things. You can't do that for them. They might not learn those things. I see them coming forward, but like I'm just trying to give you some perspective. Okay, some advice. What does my collective need to know? What is that? 26? The mirror. Self-reflection, writer, big picture. So you guys are probably mirroring each other quite a bit. Also look at the big picture. Number 18, don't worry, darling. You'll find your way. The red rose, overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree. Yeah, so keep focusing on your own journey. Keep focusing on the path that you're on and what you're doing. That's going to help to draw this person in. Focus on your own confidence, and that'll help this person feel more confident. Focus on shining your light, and then it'll help this person shine their light. Focus on loving yourself, and this person will, then be able to focus on loving themselves as well. This could be a divine counterpart connection, although I didn't pull any cards that indicated that, but I didn't go too deep into the cards, so I'm not too sure. Take it as it resonates. If it resonates for you, then yes. But you guys are mirroring each other quite a bit. So whereas you feel, you feel fear, you feel like you're unsure about, their intentions. This person might also be afraid of your intentions. This person might also feel like they, are anticipating something, like really want it, but then like are afraid of it, really want it, but then kind of shy away from it, not wanting to get too excited, 25 on the timer, not wanting to get too excited because they don't want to be disappointed. So they're showing me the cards, like they don't want to show their full hand right now because they're worried that if they show too much love, too much affection, too much interest, then you're gonna be scared and run away, right? Like I think both of you are doing the exact same thing, playing these like mind games, even though you're not really completely in contact all the time. Like I don't see that you guys are in a lot of contact, or that there's this heartfelt open communication, although it's on the verge, right? It's like it's almost there. You know what I mean? Like it's like right there, but it's not there. This is very similar to the earlier reading that I did. Karmic message. Oh. Number 37. Okay. Karmic message. Fears at the bottom of the deck. Oh. Physical pain underneath of that, but secrets, burden of tears, and submission. Holy shit. So they have something to tell you, because I think that whatever happened in the past, right, they lied, or they chose a different path, or chose someone else, or didn't want to be committed to you, wanted to play the field, whatever, right? There's a karmic message here. They were dealing with some karmic stuff in their lives, people, places, things, relationships, family, whatever. They were dealing with a lot of stuff. There was a lot of different people in their ear, a lot of stuff going on when you guys had this like breakdown of communication. You picked up on it at the time, like you energetically could feel all of that, but you didn't know. It's like everything is in the shadows, even though and it wants to come out. There's something that wants to come out. I'm just seeing like this truth wants to come out of the shadows, but like the person who's supposed to be telling you that truth is hiding, or doesn't want to express it, or is afraid of how you're going to take it, and afraid of admitting it, admitting their own truths, admitting that they were acting out of a place of fear and wounding rather than love and compassion and understanding and stuff. And so they feel really ashamed about that. They feel like they're hurting about that, and they just don't know how to confront the situation. They're not very good with conflict, right? They don't deal with conflict very well. They can maybe turn very aggressive and angry easily when they're called out on their stuff, right? So we have secrets, burden of tears, and submission. So they kept some secrets, or there could be some sort of secrets that need to come out, or you guys need to talk about some sort of secrets or secrecy or something that was hidden before. And this person is crying over it though, with the burden of tears. Like they have this major burden. They know that they kept things from you, that they know that they lied, they know that they hid things, they know that they hurt you, they know that they were dealing with some sort of karmic stuff, karmic people. and they lied about it, and they kept things from you, and now they're really sad about it. They're crying over you and over this situation. They feel really burdened by the pain that they caused. Not just you, but they caused themselves. Doing this to you really hurt them. Doing this with you, like this dance that you guys have been going through, you know, that really, it hurt them too. Like they're hurting because of the pain that they caused you, but also themselves. Like they realize that now, their role. And they want to submit though. They want to submit to you. They want to apologize. They want to, I don't want to say bow down, but they're showing me someone who's submissive, right? Someone who wants to be like, I know what I did and I was wrong, you know, but they're hiding it. They're holding back. They don't want to have that conversation because they don't know how you're going to take it. They don't know what to say. They don't know if they're going to be able to speak as eloquently as they want to, right? Like they don't want to make it more of a mess, I'm seeing. They don't want to make this situation more of a mess, and so they're holding back this message that they have to give to you about a karmic relationship. 30-30 on the timer. Loss at the bottom of the deck. Maybe there was a karmic relationship in this situation, and now that person is out of the way, and this person wants to come back and tell you, like, I realized I made a mistake. Their energy is so burdened, like it's so heavy. I don't even know what else to pull for you guys because I don't want to end on this note, but it feels really sad. Let's see. What advice can I give the collective about this person or this situation? Did I already pull these? Oh my goodness. Okay, man holding a heart. Journey. 6th chakra. You guys are communicating telepathically. Like you can feel them. So what you're thinking and dreaming, like if you're having dreams or visions or like feeling like you're communicating with them in your head, you are. That's your confirmation. This person wants to journey towards you or meet you somewhere. They might ask you to meet up. Indecision. And so Spirit is asking you, and then with Door to Spirit, is to just have faith. Have faith in yourself, in your own intuition about the situation and about this person. Ask your guides for help in this situation. Ask for movement forward. Ask for clarity. Ask for, open and honest communication. Visualize it. My nose is so itchy that this reading it's pretty much over. My nose is just like, itchy. So, I feel so disjointed in this message today, you guys. I don't even know if I'm gonna post it because it's so similar to another one I just did. Like I just did this reading already. Door to Romance. Where they were cold and distant before, they're going to be completely different this time. Like it's like they want to romance you. They want to start completely from scratch. Like go on a date, like as if you were going on a first date kind of thing. But when they do come in, I feel like Spirit's saying you're going to be a little bit indecisive. You're not going to know what to do or what to believe. And the most important thing that you can do to move forward in this situation is to have faith and ask your guides for help. Trust your own intuition. That's really important for you. Because I feel like there's so much love here. And I feel like you understand why things fell apart. But you're contracted. You two are contracted to be together in this life. They might have had some sort of other contract with a man holding a coin, maybe some sort of work contract, financial obligations. Some sort of strategy around money and finances. Maybe money and finances were sort of getting in the way before, but oh, so many things. Like this person just had a lot going on, and they were like, they came across as super selfish, and like, or maybe they had this feeling, this notion that like, I need to be selfish right now. I need to take care of myself. I don't want to commit. I don't want to, you know, I want to keep my options open, and not just about romance, but about like work and living and like how, where they wanted to build their lives and all that. They were like still going through that growing up phase. They still needed, they had a lot of growing up to do. It's like a child in a man's body kind of energy. Like they just, you know, weren't ready to be what you were wanting. And even though there was all of this love and affection and feeling for each other, the Healer of the Ages coming out in reverse, this person had a lot of healing left to do, and they couldn't be what you needed them to be at that time. And it caused a lot of heartache and pain, but at the same time, there's this catalyst to growth for the two of you. For this person specifically, they had a lot of growing up to do, a lot of healing, a lot of integrating, a lot of elevating that they needed to do. They also needed to realize how important you are and how much you matter to them, because losing you this time made them realize a lot about themselves, a lot about you, and a lot about what they want in this life and who they want to actually be. They're really disappointed in themselves, and they don't know how to express that. Like they just don't have the words, I feel, right now. But I do see them coming in. Oh, I mixed up these decks. I just want to see like their intentions and what's coming in, like, and when, or what's coming in. I know a lot of readers go into the karmics and like what's going on with them and all that, but you know what? It's so heartbreaking. I just don't feel like we always need to know. I know I say that a lot, but I find that when I watch other readers who go into those things, it gives me anxiety, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. I just want to know how to move through this, you know? So that's what I'm going to give for you. How do you move through this? How does my collective, I'm pulling other cards out from the other. How do you, my collective, move through this situation? There's so much uncertainty. How can I help you move forward? Seven of Materials. Keep focusing on your own well-being. Seven of Materials, so Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Focus on your own well-being, nurturing and loving, and just like draping yourselves in luxurious fabric and just making yourself feel like a queen of cups. Nurture yourself, love yourself. Pause and reflect, you know, really take your time nurturing yourself, loving on yourself, giving yourself self massages, feeding yourself really wonderful, beautiful, delicious food, stopping and smelling the roses, taking your time in your day, in your morning, slowing down a little bit just to really integrate with yourself, with your higher self, aligning with your truth, aligning with your heart, wearing your heart on your sleeve. You know, you've been through a lot too. So making sure you're not shutting down, right? Keeping that heart space. Hey, my phone died, but you know what? I'm just going to leave it there because I think we got to the bottom of that message. Keep taking care of yourself, love yourself, focus on yourself, and then they will mirror that back to you and come to you when they're ready. Just exude that like beautiful, loving energy, that natural energy of the wonderful person that you are, and the right person is going to show up at the right time, whether it's this person or somebody else. But you know what? I do feel that this person loves you and wants to communicate with you and wants to really like put everything out in the open and start completely fresh from like the very beginning, as if you guys had never went through anything in the past, completely a fresh start. I feel like the two of you are very different people from the first time that you met, whenever that was, a long time ago. And And, you know, you've both gone through a lot of trials and tribulations and growth and healing, and you're not the same people, either one of you. And so keeping that door open, keeping your heart open is really important, and just being really receptive to what they do say to you when they do come in and finally, like, you know, want to schedule that call. Being honest with yourself, being honest with this person as well. You know, you don't need to hold back anything, but you know, focusing on communicating through your heart space with love and compassion for yourself and for this person, I think is really going to 2:22 on the clock. Get the ball rolling. I'm hearing get the ball rolling, but I feel like you're anticipating this, nervous about it, because this person, you have a lot of love for this person. But you also have a lot to say. So make sure that you say what you need to say, but also be open to the next, you know, the next phase in this connection. Okay, thank you guys so much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed so we can stay connected, and I look forward to reading for you next time. Have a great day. Bye.